The following is a Castwave Studios production.
Oh no. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of One Drunk Geek. I'm your host Brian Massey, and today we are going to be looking at a beer from Brooklyn Brewery, and it is the Hoppy Amber Lager selection. It's a year-round beer. Now, some notes about this particular brewery. It was founded in 1988 in Brooklyn, New York, so I'm technically older than these guys by 1 year. As of 2019, Brooklyn Brewery is the 12th largest craft brewer and the 22nd largest brewery overall in the United States. The Brooklyn Brewery logo was created by Milton Glaser, the creator of the I Love New York campaign. How about that? Kind of explains why that B is so distinct. So let's go ahead and crack this open. Now, here's the thing. This beer is being labeled as a hoppy lager. And I have not had a stellar track record with those kind of beers, but let's see what happens. It smells really good. It smells really malty. It smells actually really malt heavy. It's kind of sweet, but it's also, I don't know. There's a hint of sweet there, but it's also really malty, and you can't really tell in the bottle what it looks like, so we're gonna go ahead and pour it. Okay, here we go. So it's pretty clear. It's almost the same kind of clarity as a cider. And it's also got a bit of a pale complexion to it. In certain lights it's pale, in other lights it's actually kind of dark. And the smell now is kind of dissipated now that I've poured it in the glass. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Oh no. Okay, so this beer is listed on, obviously, the list of 100 beers that you have to try before you die, the craft beers that you have to try. This is not really doing much for me. As a matter of fact, I kind of dislike this. As a matter of fact, I really dislike this. Oh. Oh, God, what the okay, so this beer is trying to have the kind, it feels like it's trying to both have the nice crispness of a lager, but it's also really trying to shove hops down my throat at the same time, and neither thing is doing anything for me whatsoever. It's almost as if like there's two different distinct types of flavors that are battling in my mouth and nobody wins. Oh God. Oh man, I do not like that Sam I Am. All right, we're cutting. Hold on. Oh God. Okay. So the mouth feels okay. A bit. Hold on. Let me get a. It's hard to try and figure out the mouthfeel when the taste is bugging me so much. Hold on. Oh, God. I can definitely taste, like, the carbonation and a lot of sutsiness when it hits, like, the top of my tongue. The front kind of top of my tongue, but it's also just, I don't know, it's not really hitting anything on my palate that I want to remark on in a good way. And then it kind of leaves a really nasty aftertaste. Like, it almost reminds me of when you're done smoking like a natural American spirit and, I don't know, you take a shot of whiskey and you just got that, like, weird, oh, God. I'm not digging this at all. Funny fact, I actually went on to Beer Advocate to look at what the rating on this beer was. And some people like it, some people don't. There are some, though, that are pretty high up, a lot of 3s, a lot of 2s, though. There's not, I'm not seeing any 4 out of 5s or anything like that. But typically, let's see, this is, out of all the beers in the world, this is ranked, looks like, okay, let's see here. It's ranked 33,469. Wait a minute, no, that's not right. Wait a minute. Within the style, it's in the top 10, however, though. It's actually number 10 in that style on Beer Advocate, which is a fantastic website if you want to try and get into beer and you want to try and not only keep a list of beers that you want to review or try, but then also you can rate them later and kind of get your beer on. Okay, so here's my overall opinion of this particular beer. It's not my thing. And I know that it's on this list. This particular beer is not gonna ever be listed in my favorites whatsoever. I think it smells okay now that it's in a glass. It smelled nice in the bottle too. But the taste is just off. The taste is really, really off. I don't know what they were trying to go for. Oh God, okay. Now that it's gotten a little bit warm. It's like someone poured a 90-minute IPA in, it's like someone poured one bottle of 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head into a pitcher that's got 4 beers worth of Budweiser in it. That's what this tastes like. It tastes, I don't want to say it tastes like turpentine. Oh, God. I have never physically retched from a beer before. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong here. I don't know what's wrong, and I get that this is going to be some people's thing, and I will finish this particular beer. I get that this is some people's thing. It's just not mine, man. I don't know who this is for. I don't know what kind of beer person is looking for a lager that's been hopped this much. I really don't. And if you are that person, please, by all means, comment on the video below and tell me why I'm wrong. I want to know why. I want to know why you like this kind of beer so much, because I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm sorry, but I don't. So, for me, it's a don't buy it, but also, I will say this much. if you see it at like a friend's or at a party or something and you want to try it for yourself, heed my warning that this is not the best beer in the world, nor do I understand why. And believe me, look, I like Brooklyn. I like this company. I like the vast majority of their beers. I'm being critical of one of their beers though. Just one. This is not a good beer. And so while I will say personally don't buy it, if you want to know what their hoppy lager tastes like, go right ahead, boo-boo. I'm not gonna stop you, but it's not that good, I'm sorry. So, excuse me. So, out of 5, I think I'm gonna give this 1 out of 5. I'm giving it a 1 out of 5. It's lucky that I'm not giving it a 0 out of 5. I can at least drink it. I know I'm gonna be able to at least finish this, but I was gonna give it a 2. This is a 1 out of 5. I so intensely dislike this beer. I don't hate it. It's just, it's not my thing. And what I will say is, this is, it's not that good. Okay, there, I'm done. I'm done. It's good, okay. All right. There's actually a review here, and it was given by this person a 2.4 out of 5. And this person says, overall, not a beer I will be buying again anytime soon, and it is hard for me to say that. This is more like someone tried to make an amber lager and wound up messing up the recipe and decided to make a hybrid between an amber ale and an IPA/IPL. This beer is not to style, and I do not recommend it unless you think IPLs are the pinnacle of beer, which they are not. This person is obviously entitled to their opinion. I tend to think the same thing, but you know, that's what this person's opinion is. It tastes almost as if someone followed the recipe to Sam Adams' Boston Lager. To me, it's more of an ale, and then decided to ramp up the hops and shorten the brew process to 2 weeks. It is actually reminiscent of the old Sam Adams Rebel line of IPAs. I've never heard of that, actually. Wait a minute. No, I have. Holy shit. Okay. Very interesting opinion there, and I do have to kind of agree with this opinion. Just as a fun side note, by the way, my roommates came home one night, and they saw that I was trying this beer, and one of them said, "Hey, let me see that bottle," or like, because I had another bottle I was going to open up because I was, you know, trying to do whatever, and they took a butter knife, and I'm sure that you've heard of sabering a, you know, wine bottle or a champagne bottle where you take a saber and like you just pop off the top. Well, they did that. They did this with a butter knife. Oh shit, fuck. They literally did that with a butter knife, and I'm surprised that they didn't hurt themselves. So when we do these shows, we go into them with a sense of fun and excitement and what have you, but we also like to touch on things that are happening, real things that are happening. And the simple fact of the matter is, what happened to George Floyd is 110% unacceptable. I'm not going to comment on the protests happening or the riots or what our president is currently doing. I'm not going to talk on that. What I am going to say, though, is that a man is dead due to extremely unjust actions that were taken upon by obviously a corrupt and I don't have the words to try and even begin to get into his killer's head. And I know right now, on a subject like this, my job is not to try and put any words into the subject, except for that I support you. Go out there and march. Do what you think is right. And I am behind the Black Lives Matter movement 110%. If you want to help out, there are a number of funds that are set up right now in order to try and help. I know that the George Floyd Memorial on GoFundMe right now is being very well funded, but if you want to donate to that, go right ahead. There are tons of other wonderful charities and foundations that you can donate to help during this very, I hesitate to say the word unprecedented, but in some ways, yes, in some ways, unfortunately, no. If you want to help, please, by all means, do what you can, and stay safe out there. God bless. Black Lives Matter. Thank you.